Christopher Wray is the head of the FBI, a Trump appointee. He goes on to Fox News yesterday, and the interview was instructive. Roll cut one.
Well, let's start with the laptop. The FBI has had access to this laptop for more than 3 years. Why is this investigation on the Hunter Biden laptops taking so long?
Well, the investigation is being led, as you may know, by a U.S. attorney appointed in the last administration out of Delaware, and the FBI is actively supporting and working with that U.S. attorney on that investigation.
But the whistleblowers are telling these lawmakers that there was an internal effort to shut down the investigation from the beginning. Have you found that?
I have not found anything like that. I can only speak to what we do. And unfortunately, as you would expect, if we're going to do this investigation in the right way, that means I can't talk about the specifics of that investigation, other than to assure everyone that I expect our people to tackle this investigation the way that I expect them to tackle every investigation, which is to follow the facts wherever they lead, no matter who likes it.
Okay,
and there's always somebody who doesn't like it.
Okay, two things. He throws the U.S. attorney in Delaware, cliche alert, under the bus. So he says, don't blame me and the FBI. It's this guy, this U.S. attorney, that's holding up the Hunter Biden investigation. That's true to some extent. But Wray knows why the U.S. attorney is holding it up. And he won't say. That's deceit. All right? So I wrote a message of the day on BillO'Reilly.com about deceit and betrayal today. That's deceit. Passive deceit, but deceit. So if it were me interviewing Wray, never would have gotten away with that. And that's not a slap at Bret Baier, but I would have just leaned in and I said, look, it's 3 years, okay? Your agency is the lead investigator. Can you explain to me and the American people why a simple tax investigation is taking 3 years? And then he would have fallen back on exactly what he said. Well, we can't talk about investigations that are ongoing. That's BS. And I would have said right to his face, yes, you can. There's no law, there's no statute, there's nothing in the Constitution that says you can't give a general outline of where the investigation of Hunter Biden is. Nothing. You hide behind that. And that's why Christopher Wray would never do an interview with me. Here's cut two. Go.
Are you at the table for that decision of how it looks to go after a former president like the way that it happened in Mar-a-Lago?
Well, I oversee the FBI. I expect any significant investigation to be conducted by the book. And I do that with adherence to our rules, our policies, our practices.
Why didn't we know anything about the FBI looking into President Biden prior to the election?
Well, again, I can't talk about specific investigations that are ongoing, both of which are being led by special counsel, other than to say it is not our normal practice to discuss publicly specific investigations.
That's true. It is not. But this isn't a normal case. Okay? So this is a case that affected the 2020 election. And clearly, the FBI, you'll remember, put out that Hillary Clinton was under investigation, right, for the email thing, days before the 2016 election. Clearly, Comey, the head of the FBI, did that. So Wray could have done that, but chose not to do it. See, this guy, he's a swamp creature. He's not looking out for you or me. He's not a crime fighter. It's just, when I see this stuff, it makes me angry because we're being deceived. I had a long conversation with Hannity on the radio about it today. If you guys want to see it, we posted it on here. It's on BillO'Reilly.com. Here's what really happened in Mar-a-Lago vis-a-vis Biden. Here's what really happened, if you want to know. And I'll keep it pithy. The National Archives alerted the FBI that Donald Trump had removed classified documents from the White House and not sent them over to the archives. Usually you'll photostat documents and you'll send the originals to the archives. That's what's supposed to happen under federal law. Trump didn't do it. He took the stuff down to Mar-a-Lago. I told you in the past, he didn't even know what was in the boxes. He didn't give the order. His people did it. They moved it down to Florida. National Archives complained. FBI asked Trump to go through it and give us all the classifieds. Trump did not do that in a timely manner. I don't know why he didn't do it. I don't think he cared about it. Okay? But he didn't do it in a timely manner. So the White House ordered the raid. That's what happened. Wray didn't order it. The White House said, you better get those documents back right now, send down the FBI and get them. What happened? In the Biden case, the same thing happened. The National Archives tipped off the FBI that Biden had stuff in his garage next to his Corvette or whatever. It's the same thing. Biden didn't know what he had. But instead of delaying, the Biden lawyers said, okay, go. Right away. They didn't delay. So there was no reason for the FBI to send down 80 guys and kick in the garage door. That's what happened. However, the FBI certainly could have said, knowing what they did at Mar-a-Lago, we have a similar situation we are investigating with President Biden. That would have been perfectly fair to say, and they did not do it. Okay, that's that.